Hey guys, I am making the first video I've made in a really long time. I'm still alive for those of you who subscribe to me. There's 89 of you. I was a very poor vlogger and I greatly apologize for that, but I kind of lighted a fire under my ass recently. So my stats. All right, highest weight, 397. The highest weight was in December of 2013. I had my surgery December 4th of 2014. And my lowest weight has been 220 and I'm 5'10", kind of a larger frame. I'm in my unfinished basement. I've got my yoga swing. Sorry, I'll get better at this, but I'm gonna stick with it, okay? I've got my mat, my free weights, my roller. I've got my exercise ball, my elliptical, in my unfinished basement. I told my husband I want to make, this used to be my kids' kind of extra living room because their bedrooms are down here. Now they're adults and gone and we really don't have a need for a second living room. So I'm like, you know what? I'm getting serious about exercising and toning up and I want to make this into my exercise home gym. And my husband's like, all right, so we're gonna move the couch out, I have like bookcase and stuff, and move that out and put it in one of the girls' old rooms and make this into a completely home gym, change our TV to the other side of the room and get serious about this. So what happened was I kind of fell in when I originally started losing weight. I was doing a lot of hiking, a lot of biking, climbing mountains. That was my biggest thing. Hiking and climbing mountains is my A game. You know, I love that shit. I'm a height junkie. I'm scared of heights, but I am, what do you call it? A summit junkie. I want to get to the top. I want to say that I did that. And that's always been my goal. And my highest goal for my first year was to hike Crow Creek Pass. So if you look that up, it's like a 27-mile hike over the mountains from Girdwood, Alaska to Eagle River, Alaska. And I did that in the worst possible conditions ever because I had planned to do it and I was damn positive I was going to do it. And I was like, I can't not do it. And it was mass flooding and raining and it was shit. The rivers were flooded. The things that you used to cross the rivers were out. We busted our asses, but we made it. And that was like my biggest accomplishment that first year. My other accomplishments have been hiking and climbing mountains. I did all of this anywhere from like 260 to 230-ish. I hiked 30 miles in 2 days with my sister, two overnights, 2.5 days with my sister a couple summers ago. But then I kind of fell into a depression. I don't know why I'm losing my focus. I fell into a depression and I really got back into my sedentary ways. And although my scale didn't really go up, I wasn't doing any exercise. And I decided I gotta make some changes. Look at these collarbones. I love having collarbones now and no chin. Anyways, I decided, you know what? I gotta make some changes. So I made a counseling appointment. I made an appointment with my primary care to get back on some meds because I had quit. I had been on some antidepressants, but when I had to crush everything and they had to change everything from the extended release, I went off of them because I was like, I can't stand this. It is disgusting. I had the hardest time swallowing those pills because they had to make them 3 times a day and I just couldn't do it. So I went cold turkey, which they don't recommend. And I've been okay without them. But I'm like, you know what? I'm obviously depressed. And I've sunk down back into that same routine of sedentary, sitting on my ass, watching TV, playing video games, and not doing a damn thing. And I get more affected in the wintertime. But also in the summer, I wasn't doing what I should have been doing. So since last Wednesday, I decided, even though it was the start of my work week and I'm a nurse that works night shifts, I decided I've just got to do it. I've got to start exercising 30 minutes a day. How bad is 30 minutes a day? You know, I've got plenty of time on my hands. but I had no motivation. And I was like, you know what? I just got to do it, because not only that, exercise is great for depression, right? And I had started reading the book my counselor had given me. It's kind of a spiritual book, and I'm not done with it, but I think it inspired me to be the best self that I can. Okay, so my cat wants to be in the video. This is Merlin. Okay. Again, you guys, I don't really care. You're going to probably tell me you hate this video, and those of you who can stick with me, great, you know, because I'll be better at this. But I just wanted to get this done. I wanted to get this out there and say I'm still here, and I'm still, I maintained my weight loss, but it wasn't my ultimate goal. My ultimate goal was 175. And because I didn't do the 175 and I got depressed, I was like, you know what? My journey's still not done. I have a girlfriend who also had the surgery, and she's 5'2", and she sat at like 180 for a couple years, you know, and she was a size 14. We were the same size, 14, 16, and we shared clothes and stuff, dresses, whatever, you know. She's short, I'm tall. But she got a breast reduction. She had huge boobs, and even with losing all her weight, she still was a J, which turns out I am right now. I ordered a new sports bra, and I was like, oh my gosh. Anyway, so she finally got her reduction, and her stomach kind of pouched out like this under the new boobs, and she's like, oh my god, you know, this is, how am I going to hide that? I don't have the boobs anymore to hide it. So it kind of lit a fire under her ass, and I've watched her transform. She's now, her lowest weight was 131, and she killed it. She started rocking out on the cardio on the treadmill and just busting out push-ups, angled push-ups against her bathroom counter, and just anything and everything she could think of at home to get fit. This damn focus. And it really made me, it didn't inspire me right away. But during this change where my little switch went off, I was like, you know what? If she can do it, I can do it. Because her and I both were very big together as best friends. And I'm like, you know what? She was just as sedentary as me. In fact, I used to go over there try to get her to exercise, and she was like, I hate you. And she just maintained with diet also. But she finally found that craving, that hunger for exercise, which I think I have finally found it. I had a craving for hiking. I had a craving for mountain climbing and a craving for that summit. But I didn't have a craving for the gym, and I didn't have a craving to go leave the house, get dressed up, go 20 miles to go to the gym and come back. I didn't have the craving for spending the money on the gym. I didn't have the craving for any of that. I do better with classes and things like that. So what I'm doing right now is I joined bodybuilding.com, and it's $89 for a year, $8.99 a month. And I really, really was inspired by Hannah Eden, and she's freaking ripped. Now, she was never a heavy girl, but she was very thin with no muscles. And she literally was like 105 pounds at one time at 5'9". Now she's 145 and she's completely muscle. Look her up, Hannah Eden. So I'm doing, her and my best friend that I told you about are doing her FYR, FIRE program, and it's Find Your Reason. And that really hit home with me, because I was just like, you know, I've got to dig in, and I've got to get in my own head, and I've got to find that reason that will keep me strong and keep me motivated. And for me right now, it's, I want to get this to go away. I want to get the fat skin. I'll stand up and show you guys in the mirror what I look like right now. I don't know how to edit right now, but I can put in some photos if I figure that shit out. I'll do like a transformation video or something for you guys. But my goal right now is I want to shed out all this excess fat that I have, because I'm just still fat and fluffy. I don't have muscle or tone. And so my goal right now is be the best version that I can be of myself, the strongest I can be. I want to be tough and strong and muscled, not like bulging out there crazy, but I want to be as fit as I possibly can with as much muscle as I possibly can have on my frame, And my goal now, I didn't used to think about it. I thought, oh, my skin isn't that bad. I'm not going to have skin surgery. But, now that my friend has done this, she's burned off all her fat and she really just has hanging skin that's really in the way. And right now, my biggest problem is exercising. So I ordered a SheFit. I'm not paid or anything from anybody. A SheFit sports bra because I am a 34 band, but my boobs are like 10 inches more. I'm 44 inches across here. And I realize I'm a J, I to a J. So I had to measure that and go, holy crap, and order that because when I'm doing jumping jacks and high intensity stuff, it's hurting me. I can bound this stuff in, but I really need to get some compression clothing because my stomach is like my main problem right now, because when I'm doing mountain climbers, I freaking hate it because my stomach is slapping on my thighs. This is what I wore to work out today. And when I'm on my knees and I'm bringing my thighs up like that, I'm just flap, 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 and it's driving me freaking crazy. So I talked to my doctor today about actually doing the skin surgery, and she's all for it. So my goal right now is to reach 175, to maintain it, be muscular, and then chop that excess stuff off and be the best version that I can be. I finally found that desire to do that. So let me show you guys what I look like right now, and I'll start doing more videos. And I'll tell you some of the, before I go, some of the free apps that I've been using is Keep Training, Keep Yoga, Health Fit, I believe is the other app. And they've got good programs, and I've been using my elliptical, but they've got good programs that's just body weight exercises you can do at home, or light weights like your dumbbells and stuff. And I ordered a bunch of stuff on Amazon because to me, I'm going to do better having everything in my home than I will be relying on going out to the gym or anything like that. Okay, so let me see about switching this around. Can I even switch it around? Shoot, I don't think I can. Well, here's me right now. My belly is, flappy right here and just loose, and still a lot of fat that has to go away. And it hangs over, hangs about like this. So that's a problem. And then, I've got this arm fat and bat wings. But and I got a little bit on the thighs, but not too bad. I obviously can't figure out how to turn this around, or I would show you in the mirror right now. I'll figure that shit out, promise you. So anyways, I want to tell you guys, if you're still on your RNY journey, or, you're just catching me for the first time, it's always a process. It's always a journey. That it's not a fix. It's not a fix. It's a tool, and you have to respect that tool because you can just as easily slip back in. So much of it, I'm going to tell you right now, so much of it is getting a hold of what's in here and working on whatever it is that put us here in the first place. They say food is the #1 abused drug for anxiety, and exercise is the #1 least used prescription for depression. So think about that. Food, we use it as a drug for our anxiety, and exercise, we're not using it enough to treat our depression. All right, so I hope you guys are all doing well on your journey, and if you're still subscribed to me and you're like, holy shit, this chick made a video, I apologize, but I wanted to get it out there, and I wanted to say some stuff, and I wanted to start videoing again and telling you guys and showing my weigh-ins and showing my progression. If I figure out how to put these pictures in here, I'm going to do that and show you where I'm starting from, and we'll see where I end up. So right now I've dedicated with a group of women who are friends of mine and family members to do 6 months dedicated, 30 minutes at least. More is plenty. Okay. So do 30 minutes every day, at least 5 days a week. And right now I'm probably doing more than that. I at least do my 30, and I've been doing an hour overall for the last week or so. And I feel like I'm getting restless and I feel like I'm going to want to do more. So I'm doing elliptical weight training, high intensity interval training, and I'm doing dance. So I'm using Body Groove, I'm doing yoga, I'm doing weight training and HIIT, Tabata, and my elliptical all together to try to, like if I'm restless and I want to go do something, I realize I'm starting to crave the exercise, which is awesome because I want to burn off this fat and I want to get lean. And when I thought my journey was over, finally realized it's not. So stick with me and I'll do better at the videos. But thanks for watching.